What is your name and profession?
My name is Katie Stern, and I'm a clinical neuropsychologist.
And what sparked your interest in this field?
My interest in this field was sparked by an interest in the brain, and in particular, spared and impaired capacities, such as language and learning and reading.
What was the education and career path you took to get into this position?
Let's see. As an undergraduate, I concentrated in cognitive and linguistic sciences, which was a combination of psychology, linguistics, and neurology. I spent 3 years as a research assistant at the Boston VA Medical Center, focusing on aphasia and language disorders. I then went to graduate school at University of California, San Diego, where I specialized in the neuropsychology track and conducted my dissertation research on children with pre and perinatal brain injury. I then did a pre-doctoral internship in clinical neuropsychology, a 2-year postdoctoral internship in clinical neuropsychology, became a licensed psychologist, and finally began my career in a neurodevelopmental center.
And what's some advice you would give to someone who wants to pursue this career?
I actually often give advice. People seek me out very often. One of the primary things I say to people is get as many different experiences as you can. Particularly in the field of mental health, it can be hard to get a lot of hand-on experience. So it's best to try to put yourself in many different situations and essentially figure out what you like and don't like. And by deciding what you don't like, you gravitate towards things.
So what are some of the most important skills that one needs to be successful in this profession?
I would say in the work that I do, assessing children who have known learning disabilities, attentional disorders, neurological problems, developmental disorders, I'm spending time with kids and asking them to participate in the activities that we know are tough for them. So I would say patience is a major feature or an important factor of what I do. Another big part of what I do is I take information from lots of different people, from teachers, from parents, from doctors, and I have to put it all together. So integrating information and balancing information are important things.
And then what is your favorite and least favorite part of this profession?
My favorite part is patient contact, spending time with kids, watching how they answer questions. Kids say things that make me laugh all the time inside, because I can't laugh at them. But I give kids tests and I learn about how they think and they reason. I would say the part I dislike most, I guess those are two things. Number one, I do a lot of explaining to people what my findings are, and I need to write a very long report for every patient that I see. And after doing this for many, many years, the report writing is something that is my least favorite part, but absolutely necessary.
So what is a packed day in the life of someone in this profession?
I guess I could give you 2 examples, using yesterday as an example, and then today. Yesterday, I met a new patient at 9 o'clock in the morning. I spent the morning with him conducting testing from 9 to about 11:30. Sent him for a lunch break, spent that lunch break catching up on emails and calls, had the patient return at about an hour later, was with him till about 2:30, caught up on emails and phone calls. Today was another example. I got to spend that at home, but I was on Zoom calls all day. I was interviewing parents. I participated in a school meeting advocating to get a student special education supports, which we did, and talk to new patients to decide if they needed evaluation. So sometimes it's patient days, sometimes it's phone days. It's a nice balance.
And then do you believe that it's important to teach psychology in school, and why?
I do think it's important. Number one, I think it's a fascinating topic. I think it introduces students to all the different life changes. I think psychology factors into every academic discipline. I think it can give people insight into how they think, how we relate to each other. And I will say that the psychology course that I took when I was in high school, which I think is similar to what you're taking, really sparked my interest and was an integral part of seeking psychology as an undergraduate and then a graduate.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.